keeping the series going. We got the top 5 Marvel Hot Toys announced in 2018. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so we can keep pushing out this content. I know you guys have been enjoying this series, which is awesome, so let's just jump right into it. This is 6 Scale Economist. Humbly taking the number 5 spot for me, I got Captain America concept art. A lot of people kind of sleep on this figure and don't really like it, and to be fair, I think there's reasons why. It's not like a Captain America that you need in your collection, but this is the best body of all Captain Americas that we have. They have the proportions perfectly. The shoulders aren't too broad. That's the biggest problem for me at Captain America's. It just looks weird when the shoulders are too big, and they finally got the bodysuit correctly on this, which made me excited, because I was like, okay, I hope that they do this with the Endgame one, because if they give us the Endgame version with this body, it's going to be by far the best Captain America. But they just still give us the shoulders that are too broad. With that being said, I think this figure is cool. It's not a Captain America that you need in your collection, but I think the black suit really pops and it looks really nice. And obviously you get the 2 shields. You don't get a Chris Evans head sculpt, which is unfortunate. But this is a great Captain America that's still in stock on Sideshow with free shipping. So if you don't have a Captain America and you kind of want one, I would say do your due diligence and really look at this figure, because I think this is a really great Captain America and probably my second favorite Captain America out there right now. But if you only want one in your collection, just pick up the Endgame one. That's going to be the number 1 Captain America for me for sure. Taking the number 4 spot, I got War Machine Mark IV from Infinity War. This is the best version of War Machine to me. I think Iron Patriot is probably the coolest, but getting a classic War Machine, this is the one to get for me. It's not the Endgame one. I like this one. When I think of War Machine, I want it to be heavy duty, all armored up, tons of weapons. And the Endgame one just doesn't do it for me. This is the War Machine to have. If you're a fan of War Machine, I would pick this one up. It's heavy duty, it's die cast, it's everything that you really want in a War Machine. The camouflage look, I think, just looks really cool, and you can have this dude weaponed up to the 9s. Obviously the head sculpt of Rhodey looks fantastic. It's unfortunate that you don't get a full head sculpt of Rhodey, but nevertheless, it's still a great figure. At $415, I don't know why they didn't give us a better display base. I hate the hexagon display bases. I find myself never even displaying my Marvel figures when it comes with that display base. And for $415, they should have given us a better one. But other than that, this is still a great War Machine. It's still in stock, limited time for offer, I guess, free shipping. I don't know how limited a time it is because it's been free shipping for a while. But this figure was just overproduced, and that's why it's sitting so hard. But if you want one in a War Machine in your collection, this is the one to get. Solid for me at number 4. Taking the number 3 spot, we got the head honcho himself, the Hulkbuster from Age of Ultron. This thing is a beast. It is unbelievable that Hot Toys is able to create something like this with this much detail and be able to mass produce it. It's just truly an amazing piece, and this is much less a figure and more so just art. The reason why it's not higher on my list is the price point and the amount of space this takes up makes it pretty unattainable for a lot of people. But the fact that Hot Toys is just able to produce something like this is fantastic, and this is such an awesome piece. And I know a lot of people, this is probably their number 1 favorite figure of their entire Marvel collection. Claiming the number 2 spot for me, I got the Iron Man Mark VII. An amazing figure that has just been grossly overproduced. That's the reason why I think this figure is still sitting in stock. It's not a demand issue, it's a supply issue. It's the same reason why this figure, for as long as it has been in stock, it still hasn't gone to free shipping. And that's just because people are definitely ordering this figure. For a lot of people, this is probably their favorite look of the Iron Man. This is the classic look of the Iron Man as he appeared in Avengers. You can display him weaponed up or not weaponed up. He, again, like the Mark 46, he's a great balance of not too over the top with looking too bulky, but also not too slim. If anything, leaning a bit more bulky, which is why I give the nod to Mark 46 as the best version of Iron Man. But this one is really close behind it. I actually have, that's one of the ones that I have displayed in my Detolf right now, and it's just a fantastic figure. I like to have him displayed all weaponed up, and the display base is great, and I also love the nameplate that you get for this one, that nice red, and it just really pops. This figure just comes with a lot. I wish that we would have gotten a better accessory than being able to change it into pod mode. I find myself never changing this figure into pod mode, so I wish that we could have just gotten something else to, make up for the cost that they spent giving us that accessory, but this is a fantastic Iron Man. This one I get a lot of questions on from an investment perspective. People are saying they want to pick up this Iron Man, but they're worried because it's been in stock for so long, and they don't want to get burned on it. Don't be worried about that. if you don't have an Iron Man and you want Iron Man in your collection, this is the best one out there to pick up at retail. If you just think about this one from an investment perspective, think about after this figure sells out, for any collector that's getting into Hot Toys or doesn't have a Iron Man in their collection, this is one of the first ones that's going to come to mind for them to pick up. It's the classic look. You want one universal look that you can look and say, okay, that's my Iron Man. It's not like a weird version with different colors. I want like a classic look. And the ones that always come to mind is 46, 6, and 7. And so I would not be worried to pick this one up, and I don't think you're going to get burned. I think the one is going to do well once it goes out of stock. It just might take a while, but again, we've seen so many figures in the past that have sat in stock for a very long time, and even after they sell out, that's when they start to go up in price. So don't be worried. If you don't have this one, it's great from a collection perspective and an investment perspective. And the number one spot, gotta give it to the Iron Man Mark 6 with suit-up gantry. This is such a sick piece. I kick myself every day that I don't have this in my collection. And one of these days, I'm just going to bite the bullet and pay the $800 to $900 and try and pick up this set. This looks so good on people's shelves. All the videos that I've seen for this, I'm constantly envious of how great this looks. One, obviously it's die-cast. And just like the look of this figure, having him displayed where you have, you know, the helmet coming off and you have him with the Tony Stark head sculpt and, you know, his hands and everything inside the gantry just looks so great. And it's such a, it's like a centerpiece of a Marvel collection. The issue is that it doesn't fit in a standard detolf, so a lot of people end up displaying it on the top of their detolf, which is unfortunate. But like, if you have like a modu case or like any other way to display your figures, this is such an awesome piece to have in the collection and something that's very unique. And overall, like, I know a lot of people say that this is their favorite Marvel piece they have in their whole Hot Toy collection. This is awesome. I hope this one day gets re-released, but if not, like, I'm probably going to end up buying the bullet and pick it up in the secondary market. I'm just trying to figure out a way on how I would display it. But I love this figure. This is such a great announcement by Hot Toys in 2018 for Marvel, and definitely solid at number 1. Alright, and that's going to wrap up today's video. Make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Do you guys agree with my list? What was your favorite Marvel Hot Toy announced in 2018? Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's push to 1,000 subs. Let's get there. The channel's growing. And, you know, as it keeps growing, I'm just going to keep putting out more content and trying to up my game and, you know, make it all just better for all the subscribers. So, thank you for tuning in. This is 6K Economist, and we'll see you in the next video.